Welcome, I'm Darren, and today I'll be opening up 3 boxes of 1996 Pinnacle Mint. Now these boxes are 16 packs per box, so it won't take all that long to open them. And there are 3 cards per pack and 2 coins. Now this is a fun set for me because I've never collected this particular set. In the past I've done the 97 set, but I've never done the 96. So this will be kind of fresh and new. It's not a big set. I think it's 60 cards for the complete set. Excuse me, I think it's 30 cards for the complete set, and there are a couple of parallels. I'll get into those as I go through. But this is a set that is all about the coins in it, the mint coins. So here's one of the packs, and you see it's kind of a little bit thicker than normal. It's got a little plastic case with the coins themselves in them. So let's get this first one open. These packs are a little stiff. So here we go with the coins. Start off with the cards. So every pack comes with 1 coin card, and then it comes with 2 die cut cards. And the die cut cards are, this is where the coin is actually supposed to be placed. This comes in both bronze, well, it comes in bronze, silver, and in gold. So I should be getting about 1 silver per box and probably 1 gold across all of these. So here are the 2 coins, and the coins are, I got Barry Sanders here, not sure who the other one is, and these are brass. So at the same rate as the silver and the gold of the coin cards, the coins themselves have a nickel version, which looks silver. We know what a nickel looks like. So that was Barry Sanders. This is Emmitt Smith, and okay, Jim Harbaugh. So right out of the bat, I got a silver coin. So here we got Young and Jeff Blake. Checklist card in each pack. So here's the coin card, and it's basically just like that. So with the coins, we've got Emmitt Smith here, and the backs are pretty uneventful. I'm not a big fan of the 1996 coin design. The 97 coin design was really good. So here we've got Jeff Blake, and we've got Barry Sanders. So it takes a while to get the coins out of the cases, which is why I'm not going to be doing that too much. Seah and Jim Kelly, and here we've got Warren Moon as a bronze. So Pinnacle did this for 3 years. They did 96, 97, and 98. And 96 is a pretty simple one. Ooh, all right, I got a nickel one. So this box has been really good so far. So the coins are Boomer Esiason, and Kerry Collins. So let's take a second and check out this nickel card. So here you can see the difference between the bronze and the nickel. The bronze is a very orangish tint, and then the nickel is kind of a silver, and it is Boomer Esiason. So not too impressive of one, but it's almost a pure silver. There's a slight almost a brownish tint to it. Well, cool. This is a really cool box to, in the first 4 packs, to pull both a silver and a nickel. So here we've got Eric Kramer and another typical bronze card. So here we have Barry Sanders as one of the coin cards. We got Eric Kramer, and we got Jim Harbaugh as die cuts. So 96 was a year where they started out and they had 3 different coins plus a giveaway for a send away. So here's Steve Young's brass card, and we got Frank Reich here when he was with the Panthers for the bronze card, and then Elway and Barry Sanders. They have a giveaway for a gold-plated card, or no, it's a solid gold coin, and then in packs they have gold-plated coins. So they have 3 different kinds of coins plus a send away for a 4th. The send away is a rare insert. Here we have Mark Brunell as a coin and Troy Aikman. In '97 they got a lot more into it, and they have a whole bunch of coins in '97, which makes it a lot trickier to collect them all. But also the set got a lot bigger because this was just 30 cards in the set. Okay, gee, this, I guess that the Boomer here is also Boomer is the gold-plated one. I'll have to check that out in a second. Wow. So Dave Brown, and Dan Marino. Man, so silver and nickel in one same box. Let's see how well I can get this to show up. And they're both Boomer, so I'll have all 3 Boomer Esiason coins. So here's the nickel. Here is what clearly has to be the gold-plated. Not sure what there's some burnish marks on here that I gotta figure out. If hope it's not permanent. Let's go ahead and get one of the brass ones out. Can't believe that this early in the whole this whole set of box openings, I'm getting all 3. But yeah, it's hopefully you can see it, the 3 colors. So yeah, there they are. Wow. Man, that is really cool. Just gonna set them down here. Boy, that kind of threw me off. So yeah, '96 was is a nice small size set, but it was kind of like a set where they hadn't quite figured out what they were doing yet. And the '97 set was a lot more fun. It has subsets in it, and the card design for '97 was a lot better. This is a very simple card design, and it's okay. Okay, so we have Frank Reich here. So we got John Elway, Cunningham, and Bledsoe. The '96 set kind of disappeared. I was surprised to find these cards or these boxes come up, because '96 is a fairly uncommon set for me to have come across. The '97 boxes were common enough. I was able to get a lot of those boxes, so I ripped probably three boxes of '97 not long after they came out, and they were I don't see the '97 boxes show up more, so I wonder if the '96 didn't sell too well and they just kind of had stock that got rediscovered later on. The '98s though, those are the tough ones. So here we got Barry Sanders and we got Jeff Blake. The '98s, because of Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf, those boxes got opened in a hurry, and they're highly sought after. So those are sets I never even tried to collect. At some point, I'll try to go ahead and get them, at least the base versions. But the '98 versions, Aikman, the '98 versions, because of the nature of the rookies, they changed the set significantly to where they had regular cards with a couple of rookies, and then they repeated them. So it was I think a 90 card set with 30, 30, and 30, with no subsets. I just noticed these are numbered. Wonder if there's a reason for the numbering. Well, I'll have to check that out later on. I won't bother you guys with it, but definitely curious about why they have numbers on those. That doesn't make sense. So with '98, they'd gotten away from the basic concept. Here's Boomer again in the brass, and they tried to build the '98 set more as a traditional set. meaning that they were trying to focus their attention on the stars as opposed to just focusing on the coins. And when you make a transition like that, usually it's the end of the road for whatever you're doing. These are pretty stiff plastic cases. This is chewing up some time. Finally. Wow. Okay. So here's the second box. So already I've gotten one silver card, which is 1 out of 20, and these are boxes of 16. One nickel coin, which is 1 out of 16, 20 card box, and this is 1 out of 48. So I should have gotten one of these across the 3 boxes. I already have it out of the way, and I should get 1, maybe 2 more of each of these silver and nickel, and then one of these cards in a gold. I should end up with that by the end of all of this. And we already got a second silver. This one's Bernie Kosar. So here's Young and Brunel. So Bernie Kosar in silver, and then so both of the silver cards came out right at the top of the box. And man, here's Jim Harbaugh in nickel. So at the top of the box, I've noticed both of the silver and the nickel cards, and I'll be paying close attention to the last box to see if that ends up being the case with it as well. So now I am 1 nickel card and either a nickel or a silver, and then 1 gold away from getting the odds. So I finally have a Dan Marino, Scott Mitchell. It's weird to nearly fill out the odds so early. All right, we got John Elway, Steve Young, it's a little tough doing a box rip on a set as small as this, where there are only 30 cards, because usually you want to have a lot of things to be able to talk about, but the 30 cards, you start to get into trying to talk about like Randall Cunningham and Drew Bledsoe and just kind of fill space. The nickel cards are a little tricky to remember that nickel is silver, because if you think about a nickel, it's pretty obvious. But when you're thinking of anything that's supposed to be silver in a bronze, silver, or gold, even though this is brass, not bronze, still you're assuming silver will be in the middle, so you're wondering where the silver is. But silver tarnishes really easy, and so the reason that they don't go with silver is because gold can hold up pretty well. It can avoid. Okay, so these are interesting. So right here we have Brunel and Myra and Brunel and Myra, and yet they're numbered 4 and 10 on the trays. I'd really like to figure out what the numbering on the trays is for. And it could be for storage, that they numbered the trays so you can put the cards into the trays and store them for later, which that's actually a really cool idea if they did that. But it's easy to think of the silver color as being silver, and so it's kind of tough to remember that it's actually a nickel coin and not a silver coin. But do keep that in mind if you're ever trying to put things together, that there I think there is a silver in 97, but since it tarnishes, it's just not it's not a good choice for people to make. And that's the reason why these are brass coins and not bronze. But the gold-plated is supposedly gold-plated, so that's good. Although I'm pretty sure it's not a pure gold, because that's pretty light yellow. So Brett Favre, I think, is the only coin that I have not come across in terms of the brass. But again, about half of the coins are face down, and I like I said, it takes too long to get each one of the coins out, so it's not worth it to try to go through that. And you're getting 2 coins per pack, so there are 32 coins per 32 coins per box. And so you're going to get pretty much an entire set of coins, pretty close to that per box. So I should have, between the 2 boxes, I should comfortably have 2 brass sets. So I'm really not concerned with who the brass coins are of. So here's Brett Favre as a coin card. And I'm getting pretty close to being done with one set of the coin cards. Now, the coin cards themselves, the bronze coin cards, there are 32 in 2 boxes, so that means that it takes both boxes, Aikman, takes both boxes to be able to get at least one set. So I'm going to, just out of curiosity, I'm going to keep these piles aside when I open the 3rd one so that I can see the results of 2 boxes and just seeing how close I get to one coin set. Kramer and Meyer, they'd be teammates the next year. Coin cards were one of those many things that could only have really happened in the 90s. It was, there's Haas. It was a time when thinking way outside the box was pretty much expected. And sweepstakes card. And so let's see, this was 96. Yeah, the next year was when Playoff would do their chip shots. So you had coins, you had poker chips, you had all sorts of crazy stuff throughout the decade, which was part of what made the decade so much fun as a collector. All right, so that is 2 boxes, and I have so far gotten 1 gold card, 2 nickel coins, and I've gotten 1 gold-plated coin. I have 2 nickel coins, and I have 2 silver cards. I do not have a gold card yet, so in this next box, I should get 1 gold card, and I should get either 1 nickel coin or 1 silver card, just in terms of hitting the odds. And I'm not expecting anything because I'm still riding the euphoria of getting one of the gold coins so early on in the box. But yeah, this will be a lot of fun. So yeah, when something like coin cards comes out in the 90s, it's just another one of those crazy ideas that just seems to kind of fit. And it was a great treasure for those of us who collected at the time. And I wish that they would get really crazy like that again at some point, even if it was just for a little interesting little set for kicks. But these kinds of discoveries of thinking completely outside the box and collecting that far out, in I think it was 03 or 05, somewhere around there, Upper Deck did jerseys, did little mini jerseys, and that was one of those few instances where you got to collect something. Oh man! All right, so I now have the gold card, or the other gold coin. I didn't know if it'd be a gold coin or card, but I got Rick Meyer in a gold coin, and cool. It'd be nice for any of them to have been more substantial players, but still, that's cool. Okay, so I got 2 gold coins, and that's, in terms of just the averages, that's about what I should end up with. So I should have 1 silver, 1 nickel coming up. But yeah, being able to collect, especially out of card packs, collect something that's just not typically a card is a wonderful extension to a card collecting experience. And if you don't get the opportunity, then going back and opening up boxes like these, going back to when they were these crazy sets and crazy ideas is a really great experience to get in place of it. But I feel like right now card collecting is it's really boring. They're kind of going through the numbers. Everybody's doing the same thing. And they've been doing that for the last 20 years. With the exception of things like Upper Deck's mini jerseys. Okay, so Silver Card is the other one that I've gotten for the average. Heath Schuler. But yeah, for about 20 years, they just haven't done much. They've had maybe little pennants or, yeah, really not much. So card companies need to wake up, and Topps didn't really do a lot of this stuff in the 90s. In the 80s, they used to do a lot of really, really crazy stuff. They had little stand-up cards, and at one point they sold little plastic baseballs. And for the 80s, those kinds of things, those kinds of ideas, kind of had a place. And that went away. But I'd like for Topps to go back and kind of get back into playing around with some of that stuff. Maybe some really oversized cards. Open up the newness of this for a new generation to discover. And who knows, it may provide a different aspect of collecting. One of the things that people used to collect in the 90s was things like magnets and dog tags. There was Chris Martin Productions made a whole line of odd stuff for kids that was literally intended for kids. And I was a mid to late teen at the time, so I really didn't care about the stuff. But going back and discovering it, I discovered that there was a really fascinating aspect to card collecting that kids were available. That was available to kids, and I don't see that a lot in card collecting. I have a feeling that they do it a fair amount with like Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. But with sports cards, I don't feel like kids are being embraced. So let's go out, start thinking outside the box, and get some of these fun, odd, quirky sets going, and give collectors something new, because there isn't anything new. We're hitting all the same marks. All right, last pack. So I've run the average. I have gotten, let's see if I got anything special here. Nope. Okay, so I've opened the last of the 3 boxes, and in these boxes I have ended up with 3 silver cards, all absolutely useless cards value-wise. I have ended up with 3 nickel I think it was 3 nickel cards. There was Harbaugh. Maybe, I guess it was just 2 nickel cards. And then I got 2 gold-plated cards, Boomer Esiason and Rick Mirer. And Esiason and Harbaugh were the 2 nickel coins. So I'm going to go ahead, put these together real quick, see how close to a set 2 boxes got and to 3, and I'll be back in a second. All right, so I'm back, and after sorting it all through, I got 1 complete set of the coins out of 2 boxes, and I got only 2 doubles out of that, but the other 2 cards were silver cards. Out of the 1 box, though, I did actually happen to get complete set. So there were 32 of these cards in the box, and I only got 2 doubles out of the one box. Out of the other box, I got a complete set, and I got close to a complete set with the second cards, but the doubles out of it, but I didn't. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, out of these boxes seem to be kind of by the numbers in terms of the cards in them. So if you get one box, you're probably, but not guaranteed, going to get a complete set of the die cuts, and you're going to get halfway there with the regular coin cards. The inserts, there are two types of insert cards, or extra cards. One's a checklist with contest rules on the back for their contest, and then here's the actual contest sweepstakes itself cards. So those, you get one or the other in each box. So that was the 1996 Pinnacle Mint. That was really cool. It's going to be fun to go through all of these, and I still need to find out what the numbers are. I'm going to be studying that, and you definitely don't care about that anytime soon. But again, the way that the coins look is, what we have here is we have brass on the left, we have nickel in the middle, and we have gold plated on the right. And there is a solid silver coin I saw that here on the checklist it says silver team and gold team. So I got the 3 silvers but no gold, but I got the gold coin instead. I got nickel silver coins, which are the middle one, and then the 24 karat gold plated coins should be the bottom one, and then it says solid silver coins. That definitely is not what I got in any of these, which is too bad, because that would have been really, really wonderful. Let's see, yeah, that's got the burnish on it that I already saw. But that's basically it. This was very well worth going through this whole process. A lot of fun to do. But the return, even though none of these coins or cards are worth really all that much, because Boomer Esiason, Rick Meyer, Jim Harbaugh, these were the guys that I ended up with. But still, it's great to actually get these cards and coins. So I hope that this was fun for you. I hope that you learned a bit, and be sure to check out any of my other videos if you're curious about, especially if you're curious about the main videos that I do, which are talking about sets in depth. I don't do these very often, but occasionally I do. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Ring the bell in order to find out what videos I'm coming out with. And thank you very much for watching.